All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for July 2026. I invite you to stay, take what resonates, leave what does not. This is my only account, and I'm never going to reach out first. So, we've got your reading right here. First card coming out is the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa, okay, money. Conversations about money may be happening right now. Meeting with financial planners. Really increasing your stability. You might be looking for homes right now, or spending a lot of time with family. You might have a family member that is involved in like the financial industry to some degree, like maybe they're a financial planner or they deal with like leasing or something and they're giving you like a special deal. I don't know why that's coming to mind, but I feel like you do kind of have some advantage there. So pay attention to that and utilize that if you can. I see in the challenge position the Justice card. To me, this doesn't feel like something you're doing that's like shady and deceptive. I think this is more like a imbalance of some kind. What I think this might be is the imbalance. We're going to get deeper into that because that's not super clear right now, but the root here is the Hanged Man. This is about pause, like stop, like a sacred pause or surrendering. Something makes me feel like you've been in this very logical state of mind, not really leading from the heart. So I feel like there's an imbalance because Libra, this is your card, by the way, the Justice card. It's like you've been disconnected from yourself. I'm a Libra moon and very emotional, right? And I think Libra, you do generally feel deeply, and I think parts of you have been feeling disconnected from your emotional side, like not leading from the heart. And I feel like you've been in this like stagnation, emotional stagnation. It's like, okay, money, finances, meetings, going to work, another meeting, cool. No, it's just been so boring. Like, that sounds boring to me, and maybe it's not boring to you, but no offense. I think you're leading with a lot of logic here and making a lot of decisions based on things you should be doing or think you should be doing. This kind of came up in your last reading. And I think Spirit's just warning you, like, hey, like you can make these decisions, but like, are you going to be happy? Are you going to be emotionally fulfilled? Because right now I see like there is this stagnation, and maybe you want to pause and think before you make a choice that's going to impact you years down the road, like buying a home or starting a family or taking on a new role, a promotion. Yeah, it's more money, but like, are you going to be happy? Is there going to be work-life balance? Are you going to feel cared for and seen and respected? XYZ. So those are things that you might be kind of toying with in your mind or avoiding. This can also be about avoidance. Okay. In the past, I see that there was the Page of Cups here. You might have been focusing on dating and, exploring the things that you like and the things that make you feel emotionally connected. And I think you had kind of a bad time because I see the Four of Cups here. I'm not trying to laugh, but like, I think people are not, there are some interesting characters on the dating sites or wherever it was, and you just weren't finding like-minded individuals, people that made you feel seen and respected and cared for, and you're just like, this sucks. This is dumb. This is a waste of my time. If I need to be like focusing on anything, why don't I focus on money? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So it's kind of like you shifted your whole, because this is so disappointing and you're just like, this is so pointless. No, I'm not going to do this. What can I do? You bossed up and you started saving money. Cool. I mean, that's awesome. But now Spirit's saying like, hey, okay, dating, maybe not super great right now, but like, what other emotionally fulfilling things are you maybe not tuning into and not entertaining? Because I see that like ultimately what you were lacking was happiness, emotional fulfillment. I think you have a lot of, like, there's this romance, there's this hopeless romantic kind of feeling to you, and that's not an insult. I think there's this genuine sweetness that comes from this, like believing in love and believing in a happy home, believing in a career that offers you a lot of balance and freedom to be with your family, to be doing activities you love, but you're still getting compensated fairly. It's like you almost have this idealistic mindset of how your life would be, and you've come to a place of like feeling disappointed by it. 555 on my timer. I think there's some change happening right now or available for you. And maybe you're feeling forced to make these changes happen quickly. And Spirit's just saying, like, this is a season, Libra, where you should be in your heart space. And that heart space doesn't always need to have another person. Like, you don't need to. There might be this feeling of insecurity that you don't have your person picked out yet, or you don't have another companion walking through these changes with you. And it's like, that's where I think you've been putting this happiness in like a shoebox and stuffing it under your bed for later. You're like, someday I don't know why I thought of that, but someday I'm gonna meet my lover, and when that time comes, this can come back out of the box and I can be happy finally. But Spirit's like, you can be happy now, Libra. And what story are you telling yourself that you're not deserving of this happiness right now? Or where are you seeking validation, emotional fulfillment, if not within yourself? I see you looking ahead to the future, just like really dreaming big for yourself. But it is from a very logical standpoint, like there have been a lot of emotionally unfulfilling, undesirable experiences. And that's not to say you're not going to have positive, heartwarming experiences. It's okay to still put yourself out there. And it's okay to focus on these financial structures you're building for yourself. But Spirit's asking you to meet yourself halfway with this openness and this love and this care and this acceptance for yourself. But also to embody self-love and to embody peace with solitude. Looking ahead is exciting, and it's kind of vulnerable at the same time, because you may not have accomplished all the things yet that you wanted to. You might be a certain age and being like, okay, I'm an absolute failure because XYZ. No, you're not. You're not late. You are right on time. But I see that like you've been holding yourself to such high standards to be at a certain point, and it's causing this inner conflict. And you might be jumping to make decisions that don't feel completely aligned or right yet. And Spirit's just saying, Libra, I love you, but like pause. And this is maybe what Spirit's asking of you, is to pause. But it's also asking you to look within about where this emotional stagnation is coming from. That maybe you've pressed pause on your happiness, that you have not allowed yourself full access to emotional fulfillment because you've limited yourself to how you can have that. You can have that in multiple ways, and Spirit's just saying, remove yourself from these standards and these expectations, maybe these masks you've been wearing to make yourself feel more secure in the presence of other people who have already accomplished maybe some things that you want to have done right now. But Spirit's saying, like, you need to look through these illusions. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's soul journeys are different, and you're exploring themes of self-love. You're embodying financial stability. You're learning how to work independently. And maybe that independence starts with financial structures, but then it should come with self-love. And I think Spirit's asking you to really examine that inner peace. Like, what's not feeling secure within your own heart? What's not feeling secure within your ability to accept, self-acceptance. And Spirit's just saying, like, if you're going to stay in this logical standpoint and not tap into that divine feminine, not gender specific, but emotional intuition, the feminine channel is emotion, it's going to lead to a stalemate where you may not be able to see clearly. For right now, you're making these choices, but it's like you're going to get to a certain level where it's like, okay, I can't go any further with this. I bought the house, I made the money, but I still feel emotionally unfulfilled. Why is that? And Spirit's asking you to really get to the heart of that right now so you can tap into that and authentically experience that healing, even if it's uncomfortable. And 3 other cards here came out. I see you walking away from the pressure you've been putting yourself under. It's like, I don't need to race into something I don't feel right about, or I don't need to subscribe to something because I've told myself this is the way for so long. Feel free to walk away from anything that doesn't align with you anymore. Spirit's asking you to lead forward with honesty. Meet yourself with honesty and embody peace. This 6 of Swords is like such a positive card. It's about embodying peace, regaining happiness, regaining emotional independence. And I think Spirit's asking you to trust within your own judgment that you can create that happiness for yourself, with or without a partner, with or without XYZ, whatever it may be. Whatever crutch you've been using, you don't need it anymore. You're strong enough to withhold any emotional challenges. Trust yourself that you can navigate this. You can navigate these waters and find calmer waters. This is an invitation to do something that is very vulnerable, but you can handle it, Libra. This is super positive. I'm just seeing a lot of major arcana cards here. The Sun, the Justice card, like it's very positive. I'm happy for you and I'm proud of you. That is your reading for July. I hope that resonated. Take care of yourselves and I will see you next time.